Thunder Valley, is it?
Thunder Valley. Did you ever like that track?
Yeah.
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 What were some things that you dug about that one that made it kind of stand out?
I just got super rutted, kind of like slot car ruts, sort of like how like High Point would get.
Yep.
And elevation with the ruts just felt fun because it maybe felt a little bit slower speed, although Thunder Valley wasn't really slow speed.
The middle section after like when I say middle section, I'm thinking
kind of when you drop down.
When you drop down, then you kind of go back around to where like Eli had his bad one.
Yeah.
Those two sections in between those two sections, I'd say those are technical. Those are pretty technical because you're right.
Yep. And kind of like off camber. I've been there a ton. I've probably done 10 plus classes there for Moto Academy. Owner's awesome. Dave, I believe is his name. Dave was in Yap for a long time, might still be. We have Dave, if you're listening to this podcast, we still need to pay you for the last class we did there. He just like, I think he was so busy trying to get the track prepped and get ready for the national.
Yeah.
That tour manager Al is like, I can't pay this guy. He won't give us. He's like trying to ask for ways to pay. And he goes, do you have Venmo? And he just responds back, yes. But then like wouldn't respond for another 2 weeks. And
like kidnap him to pay him.
Hey, yeah. And Al's like, I can't figure this out. I'm like, well, he'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
He'll get back to you.
That's funny. Yeah, I could see that
fun track
being fun for you. For us mere mortals, slot car ruts for like 8 corners in the middle, like,
and big jumps. So I like big jumps. That track, even they leave their jumps pretty big, even when it's not pro day. And yeah, the one thing you have to really take into account at Thunder Valley is it's a mile high, just about.
Yeah.
So 250s are slow.
Yeah.
Slow to the point where when I'm at class, I do not steal a 250. I refuse. I take a 450.
Yeah.
And even a 450 there, if you get a YZ, you'd be okay. But if you get a slower 450, it feels slow too.
Jeez.
You've just got to go wide open to clear everything.
Is there a jump on the pro circuit that either you like the most? Well, I mean, this one that you like the most out of all of the pro national tracks, and one that you've constantly had to be like psych yourself up for, even at your level. Like, okay, oh my gosh, this is scary, but come on, one more lap. You know, what are those two for you?
Good question. Let's see. So Millville 2013, I remember had, so you got rollers, left, rollers, quick switchback, and then it's that scrub table.
The catapult.
Yes.
Up the hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catapult, and actually 2013 was catapult year.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it was perfectly built that year. It was like, I have a picture of me doing a one-handed whip in practice, just completely upside down. Like, that was probably the most fun jump of the season that I remember that year. It was just a perfect floater whip, kind of scrub whip type of jump.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because you are kind of coming off of a right-hander drop down sort of sweeper. It kind of leads you into that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I could see that.
And then when you land, you just and you grease it, you go, and it flows all the way back up the next hill.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so cool. And Millville has a couple of other really cool scrub floater jumps too, like even the finish line section and before the finish line.
Yep.
Super cool. Let's see, because I like a good jump conversation here. Let's go through some other tracks. High Point that year maybe had a couple of decent sized ones. I'm pretty sure.
The High Point always felt more like they just put a lip on a hill.
Yeah.
And then that's just it looked like cool big jumps, but it almost looked like it was like natural terrain, not really built for.
Yeah, like one year I'm pretty sure I did the tunnel jump
to
the roller.
Yeah.
Might have been 2013 year. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The one that I think Carmichael did for the first time. And that's exactly that, right? Just natural terrain, kind of like, not natural terrain, but it very much feels like it.
It uses the undulation elevation kind of deal. Yeah.
I want to say maybe I jumped that year. That's a really scary one because you're jumping from just looking at nothing and you can't figure out how fast to go. Redbud that year was my first year racing Redbud on a 450. And because 2012 was my first year pro. 2013, I was on 250. 2013, I was 450.
That was Langston's team?
Yes, in 2012. Yeah. 2013, I was on a Cowie, and I jumped Lorocco's leap first lap.
Really?
Yep. Because I knew that one I was a little bit afraid of. Just looking at it, it's obviously
What made
huge.
you afraid? Like what aspects? Because when you say afraid, is that the same as every other rider's afraid. Like, I just have this big distance to jump, or were there other aspects that made you a little more nervous?
Let's see. With the Lorocco's leap, I think I was just afraid that it just was a massive jump going up a massive hill that TV doesn't really do justice of the fact that it looks like a step up on TV, which it very much is. Most step ups aren't scary because you can see the landing. This one,
you can't.
No.
And
no, not only can you not see the landing, but you're going up the takeoff for what feels like forever.
Yeah.
So it's a wild feeling. It's one of those where as soon as you take off, it's like the same feeling you get in the pit of your stomach when you jump a freestyle ramp at like 75 feet or more, where you just get the, and it takes your breath away from you for a second.
Yeah.
But I knew that wide open would be the sweet spot. So I just went as fast as my 450 would go on the very first lap, and I cleared it perfect. And that day it was a good year. I'll have to go back and watch footage to see what the corner was like before it that year. Can't remember, but it was set up to where it was very jumpable, and it was a blast. I mean, I remember on sight laps just throwing, like, that was early days of Oppos kind of were just beginning to exist. Like just tossing them on press day. Oh, that brings me to another jump, sky shot at Unadilla.
Oh yeah, it's always a fan favorite.
Oh yeah. I would just do whip sessions all practice long, just practicing throttle side down, clutch side down.
Yeah.
I have a video of me on a sight lap 2013 and the crowd just erupts because I knew it. I'm like, let's do one clutch side down so that way they can see underneath the bike. And I just tossed it huge because on that one you can land anywhere.
Yeah. You've got a lot of, I won't say room for error, but you can, you don't have to be perfect.
It kind of hurts because it's not a steep enough landing for how high you're going. But that was a sick one.
I guess you would be considered a local for that one, right? Like, yeah. People still show you like the hometown love. So that, I'd see them going crazy for that one.
What are some other tracks?
There's another jump that I was thinking about asking about that I can't even. We started talking about Red Bud.
Bud's Creek had a couple that were a little intimidating, I guess, on like race day.
But those landings always felt like I rode it on like a pro-am day or something.
Yeah,
we had like a race, and those landings always felt like they were so like sky shot times 1,000. Where the landing was so gradual that I'm essentially landing on acceleration bumps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always felt like that when I went to Buds. I never felt like I was jumping with like, an intended landing, and I felt like I had drive. I would always come up short just so I can bounce and avoid the acceleration bumps that were always there, or almost land on like
that. Definitely hasn't been like that recently.
This is going back my first year in 450s.
Bud's actually has some fun jumps too. Like you do the finish line. The finish line jump's actually pretty fun. And you kind of do that awkward section up the hill. And then when you jump back down the hill and turn left, there's a table right out of that corner. That's a really fun scrub jump. I have actually a cool picture of me from 2013 in the air side by side with Villapoto on that jump, which is cool. Let's see. Washougal. Really, that jump going into the back.
Oh, the left-hander.
Into the left-hander.
Up, yeah.
The jump going in and the jump coming out of that section. One of the most fun sections in Moto. Easily.
Yeah.
Super good whip jump going in. Super fun scrub whip jump coming out. And that corner just flows super nice too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go back to Washougal this year for tour, which is awesome because that's been a fun one for class as well. If you guys enjoyed that podcast clip, you can listen to full episodes on Apple Music and Spotify. And make sure, if you haven't already, join our community inside of the Moto Academy app. Go to themotoacademy.com today. I'll see you guys inside the community.